always try to keep up. I want to talk about AI. I want to talk about electronic footprints. I want to talk about biometrics. I want to talk about ways that we could parent our children in the TikTok era. I want to talk about how to be a mom on TikTok who doesn't completely embarrass her children. I want to talk about the fact that I am a grown-up who is living in like the generational kind of opportunistic era of like the 15 to 20-year-old, you know, like the TikTokers ages are like who are blowing up and who are receiving like all of these endorsement deals and brand deals and all of that. Like we are growing older in age and wiser in experience, and our kids in many instances are like being offered deals, and it's wild. So I want to know, you know, what you guys think about all of this. And all of the live content that I see is like literally someone doing tarot card reads, or someone just sitting there quietly in some sort of simulated duel where like they sit there and like listen to music or have a backdrop about Trump or Biden or whoever. And yeah, that's right. That's right. But I just want to have some sort of insightful and possibly impactful conversation. Who have I applied for jobs for this week? You guys, it's crazy. I applied for like 30 or 40, I don't know, maybe 20 jobs this week so far. I did brand ambassador, I did executive assistant, I did remote assistant, scheduling, travel coordinator. I will tell you this, Eventbrite, you guys, if you go on Eventbrite has a bunch of free, yes, free events that are virtual, that are like discussing wealth and all of these opportunities. So jump on Eventbrite if you have not yet and check that out, because that's a really dope platform to kind of go on and see what you can see. I talk about it all the time. You guys know the rule of 5. You'll be the 5th of 5 in any room. So I'm trying to keep my room specific to an intentional 5. Of course, that's like the law of averages, not like only limit yourself to 5 people. Like if it's 50 people, you know, then there's, you know, there are different averages. So it's a ratio. If you're going to be the 5th of 5, then you'll also be the 50th of 50. But you'll have the most funneled influence will come from the 5 that you spend the most time with. And you can obviously dilute that by spending an equal amount of time with more people. I'm not, you know, some sort of mathematician, so, you know, I really don't know the ratios, but I do know how influence works. Why not work fast food for the time being? Why do you think you are above that? I don't think I'm above that. Why do you think that you're above coming into my room and offering something insightful and thoughtful? Why do you think that you're allowed to come here into my TikTok and be rude and ignorant? I think that I am above that. I think that everyone is above that. I think that the homeless person sitting on the floor, shitting into his cup rather than using indoor restroom is above your comments that are attacking, belittling, and quite frankly, ignorant. I've applied at McDonald's, I've applied at Starbucks, I have more than a bachelor's degree of education, and I've worked at a hospital for more than 10 years. So I don't think that I'm above that. Send some hearts for everyone who's homeless, for everyone who's working in fast food. Send some likes, like, and send a bunch of love to everyone working in hospitality jobs, everyone working with rude people who are assuming things about them and being rude and nasty. Thank you for the hearts. Send hearts. You guys, we're trying to get private jets today. We want 5 private jets. Can we get 5 private jets, please? But yes, hearts for the homeless, hearts for people working in fast food, hearts for people applying for jobs who are not getting jobs, hearts for everyone. Hearts, hearts, and more hearts, please, and thank you. If you're here to be a hater, please leave. I don't have my moderator yet, but he is on the way. Can you please hurry up?
Yes.
Do you want to say hi?
Someone there.
They can hear you.
Hi.
Hearts for everyone who's working in hospitality. Hearts for all of the housekeepers in all of the hotels. Hearts for all of the shelter staff. Hearts for all of the church clergy and the church pastors and the people who come to work in a professional capacity feeling like crap and literally take home a paycheck to be uplifting even when they don't want to be. Hearts to you guys. I'm going to go get my makeup because I'm going to do a get ready with me and probably a little bit of workout. I'm literally just going to be talking and interacting in an effort to raise 5 private jets. 5 private jets, you guys. Speaking of which, hot topics. Have you guys heard about Gary V's new line of children's books? I think that this is phenomenal. Hearts if you've heard of Gary V. Hearts, 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 hearts. Hearts if you've heard of Gary V, please. I think this is phenomenal. I think this idea is absolutely state of the art. I think it's genius. I think it is so basic, but so, I mean, no one has done this before. It's intelligent. It's just great. Okay, let me explain. Gary V is coming out. Gary V, that's Heather G. One Heather G, that's mine. Gary V is Gary V, Garyvee on social, or Gary Vaynerchuk if you Google. Gary Vaynerchuk, Vaynerchuch, I believe. He does a lot of content on marketing, on social media management. He just released a new book called Day Trading Attention for adults. It's about social media management. It's about social media presence. It's about using channels of social media for marketing purposes. And you can do anything. You can sell from Alibaba. You can be a wholesaler. You can be a direct-to-consumer purchaser. You could be a drop shipper. You could just be a person who's doing online coaching. You could literally be any type of business, and this book would apply to you and be a fantastic kind of asset. But this is not what I'm discussing in the children's books. The children's books are phenomenal because we have so many adults who understand and get the compassion, love, kindness, support, assistance, coaching, well-being, manners, goals, type of mentality. When your mind is in a place where you're thinking about ideas and support and things of that nature, you're winning. When your mind is in a place when you're jumping on someone's Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or what have you, to be rude, inconsiderate, your mind needs work. Your mental health and your mindset need work, and it's not just for all of us. It's definitely for the collective, but it's mostly for you. Mostly for you. We want you to be happy and healthy and to jump on your TikTok and to not go in someone's room and say, oh, you are this and you are that and blah, blah, blah. I want to live in a world where no one does that. That's what I want. I want to live in a world where everyone has constructive questions. Like, for instance, that someone wanted to know, hey, why isn't Heather taking a fast food job? Maybe rather than saying, you think you're above that, someone could say, hey, Heather, have you applied to such and such? I heard they were hiring. Wow. Really be intelligent and practical and intentional with the way we communicate. Be aware. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. Keep giving hearts. Keep giving love. All the love today is for the homeless. We want to end homelessness. No one should be homeless in 2024. No one should be separated from their family in 2024. No one should be lacking for anything in 2024. 2024 is a year of abundance. But anyways, as I was saying, we want to work on mindset when we come into my room, and we want that to, go elsewhere. When I'm cranky and crabby and upset, I don't go into people's rooms and say they're awful. Okay? If I'm crying, I'm literally by myself, like crying or trying to hide from everyone because I'm aware of that impact. If I'm happy, I want that to impact others as well. And I hope that the rest of you can feel the same way. I hope that this place will be a gathering space for like-minded individuals. Gary V, back to his children's series. We've got a double perspective children's series. Okay? So the book, it comes like, hold on. Babe, you're supposed to be moderating. Hurry up. We need 5 private jets today. I'm serious. I love you too. So the book, Can you do me a favor when you have a moment? Can you please grab me my Nutella, a bottle of water, and wet my beauty blender? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so the book, this is my Bible. You guys, just for example, say this is the children's book, right? It has one story here, and then it literally says, flip to the other side for a different perspective. And you flip the book like this, and it has a perspective of another one of the characters from the original book on the other side, and then you go through the book like this. Isn't that dope? So the book is offering real life lessons to our children that I don't think have ever been communicated so well and so intelligently and so proactively. You know, I really think it's a fantastic idea. It's a book, a series of children's books that are created specifically for the purpose of, look at Weston's toys in my bag, for the purpose of offering perspective and encouraging our children to consider perspective other than their own. And not only to consider that there is perspective other than our own, but to, you know, just to be aware of it. You know what I mean? When we're a kid, we see things just as we see them. And unless we really have a lot of social developments, it takes us a while to get to that space where we see them from other perspectives. We only see them through our own eyes, you know, at first. That's elementary, that's basic levels of understanding. We don't really, you know, we're not really born with the ability to be like, well, mom feels this way, dad feels this way, I'm the baby and I feel this way. Those are lessons that we learn. Why not take it a step further and teach those lessons? You know, we're used to learning those lessons naturally. Think about it this way. Bam, bam, battery ram. That's right, Florida. Think about it this way. If I'm breastfeeding my son and he bites me in the nipple, this is a true story. Yesterday, Xavier saw it. I'm breastfeeding my child, which thank you, God for giving me the ability to be a healthy young mother who can feed her child and sustain, you know, milk production and birth and live through those processes. Thank you. We are not in 1920 whatever when women died giving birth. But my son, I'm nursing him and he's so happy. He's like warm and like wrapped up in the blanket and just his little face is out and he's like squeezing my boob and like digging his nails in, and he grabs down on my nipple with his gum and turns his face. And I'm like, Gah! But I didn't like react because he's my baby, you know, whatever, but it hurt. Now, a baby is not innately programmed with the ability to consider that what he's doing is causing his mother physical pain. He doesn't know. The milk was probably coming out slow on that side, or, you know, he was impatient or whatever was going on. He only sees things from his own little baby eyes, you know? So the point I'm making is, no, he doesn't have teeth yet. It's just gum still. Yeah. So I was okay. Thank God, you know, but he is starting now in his fourth month, pardon me, to be able to read facial expressions, you guys. It's phenomenal. It's so amazing to see. I have 4 children. It never gets old. Thank you for the hearts. Keep them coming. I have 4 children. It never gets old to see your child, and any child for that matter, learn and grow. I love seeing that in others. I love seeing that in myself. I hope to see it in you all. You know, but he's starting to read facial expressions. Thank you for the love. So when I go like this, oh gosh, he stopped biting, you know, and that doesn't mean he's forever learned that facial expression, but he's taking it in with his senses, his eyes, he feels, he smells, he hears, just like all of us. And so that's how we learn. You know, we learn from interpreting the senses and the stimulus all around us. So these books that Gary Vee created, you know, it would be like my son's perspective. I was eating milk, I was drinking milk, and the milk was coming out so slow. And then the mom's perspective, I was feeding my son, and all of a sudden there was a really sharp pain. And offering, obviously that's not going to be in the children's book, but you can see what I'm saying. Those perspectives, they teach children at an earlier age now. If we read our children these books at age 4 years old, 5 years old, they're teaching lessons of empathy, compassion, awareness, perception that we never got. I've never seen a book like that. I can tell you this. I was not formally coached. Please block Beth 70 Boop. Block Beth 70 Boop and block... I got it. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. I'll be right back. Hold on. Are you in yet, Xavier?
What's your TikTok name?
It's Heather Gillespie. You guys, what's my TikTok name? You guys?